out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down, Thornton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 3rd down, it's Thornton. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Taking on the midfield logo.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On first down, it's Tannehill.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Tannehill now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Khalif Raymond.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill.
Throw caught by Raymond.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He completes it to Julio Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half #1. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thornton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down at 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thornton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run on 1st down. Thornton. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thornton. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground with a tight end. Danico Autry is in on the stop. On 2nd down, it's Thornton, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
For the Chiefs field goal at 26 yards now.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Able to find Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.